If you go to Sheringham Beach, you might see fishing boats pulled up on the slipway. At one time, the beach would have been covered with boats. Have you ever wondered how these boats were built? Serena and Freya MacMillan wanted to find out, so met up with Mike Emery, a descendant of the famous Emery boat builders, to get some answers.
How long does it take to build a boat this size?
One this size would take them about 6 months to build. There would be 3 working on it: my grandfather, my father and my uncle, and they would take about 6 months start to finish.
How does the construction start for the boat?
Well, the construction starts with the laying of the keel, which is this bit in the bottom, the thick, you can see it in the bottom, the thick piece, and then spliced onto that would be the stem post, which is at the front of the boat, and the stern post, which is at the back. So then we would have that sort of shape on the stocks. Then the planking fixed, which would have to be steamed into, so it got very soft and supple. And then they would start with the planking at the bottom here. Then they would lap the next plank over that, just pin them together, and gradually build it up to this height. And then they would start putting in these ribs, and they are fixed by copper nails. So let me show you how it was done to fix the ribs in. If you'd like to hold this hammer, and I'll hold a bigger hammer, see that? Outside on the nail head. And you, or the other person in the boat, would tap that, that's it, and that would then burr the copper nail, because they're very soft copper nails, burr that over the washer type thing. Okay, and we go down to the next one, and we go down to the next nail. After the ribs are all fixed in, the boat then has to be stabilised, obviously. And these, what look like seats, are actually a very important part of the boat. And they are seats, or thwarts as they were called, but they actually hold the boat solid.
So how do you stop the water from coming in?
It relies on the wood swelling and going tightly together. The boat will be painted outside and tarred inside, but basically it relies on the boat being put into the water when it's first launched, and gradually the timber will swell, and so these planks like seal itself up. First launch, there might be a little bit of water getting in, which they would pump out, a little pump it out. But gradually the timber would swell and seal up all the planking.
So everything had to be very precise, did it?
They had to be very precise, yeah.
You can see the Enterprise and some of the tools that built it at the Sheringham Museum.